Hello, everyone here on YouTube. It is me, Spanish Giovanni, back here. Well, we are going to be streaming tonight, and I decided, you know what, why not have a little bit of fun? Hello, everyone here on YouTube.
Ouch.
It is me, Spanish Giovanni, back here. Well, we are going to be fucking, god damn it. So I'm doing a fun, like, how do you say it, a fun Monday stream here. I decided why not, because I was just bored. I wanted to do something funny, so um I'm just sitting here, like, how you say, if you guys want, send me video suggestions on like Discord and shit, or on my Twitter, whatever one tickles your fancy the most here. We'll have some fun with Fancy Feast here. So one of my friends sent me this, like how you say, this is already a video Penguin went over, which is known as the Fall of Phoenix Jones. This is a dude that wanted to be a real life superhero. He wanted to be a real life Wonder Woman, to go like beam 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 to bullets everywhere. So I decided, why not have a little bit of fun at this, because why not? Like, it's Monday, I have nothing to do. My workday sucked cock, and I wanted to just sit back and fucking live stream. So how's everyone in the chat? So, notice me. No. So here we go. It's time to laugh at Phoenix Jones. Oh boy. Let the party begin.
Across the world, hundreds of individuals are patrolling the streets of their hometowns, seeking out injustices where they might be of service. Some are looking for crime to document, report, or
I'm sorry, already off the bat. This looks like people for, like, how do you say, this looks like the set of fucking Kick-Ass. It's like all the rejects that were in Kick-Ass are in this. I'm sorry, I thought I'd throw that out there.
or in rare cases, intervene. Others are simply hoping to inspire their community with small acts of heroism, such as handing out food to the hungry or giving a car ride to a would-be drunk driver. As homage to their comic book inspirations,
Look at this Deathstroke motherfucker. Look at this dude. He looks like he's a crossbreed between Captain America and fucking Deathstroke. And then you got this guy. Then you got this guy here. He doesn't even fucking know what he wants to be. He doesn't know if he wants to be a cop, a fucking luchador, or a fucking Lance Armstrong type dude. He's mixing and matching. He's throwing shit at the wall, and he's going like, okay, this shit works, this shit don't. Already off the fucking bat. We're off to a good start. Like, this is already fun.
they adopt colorful costumes and pseudonyms, like Redbud Woman and the Crimson Canuck.
Oh my god, it's so racist. Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. And also, what's up, Star? Can I be the next Alex Jones? Unless you want to sit there and fire out conspiracy theories. Like, you gotta come up with some conspiracy theories, Ender. Like, that's your best track.
Each has a different MO. Polar Man travels the streets of Canada, shoveling snow from driveways. The DC Guardian patrols the United States Capitol, handing out copies of the Constitution. Most consider their efforts a type of inspirational cosplay, with a bit of live-action roleplay included for theatrical effect. But of those who have truly modeled themselves after their fictional counterparts, who devote their lives to martial arts training, push their bodies to peak fitness,
Oh my god. He's doing like the Kick-Ass training. He's like, I'm gonna make myself a physical fucking monster, and just any bad guy that just has the balls to come up to me is just gonna get their fucking asses waxed. Like, this shit, I'm sorry, this shit is already funny. Like, oh my god, the Crimson Canuck. Yes, you heard that name right, Starry. The Crimson Canuck. That is so terrible. I hope he's not a Canucks fan from frickin' Vancouver. I hope he's not. That would suck. Because I'm sorry, that city is known nothing of just heartache.
Confront criminals who react violently toward them, and operate alongside a police force who are continuously looking for reasons to get them off the street. There may only be one.
Furthermore, whenever you inject yourself into an issue, there's always the problem that...
Oh my god, look at this Batman looking motherfucker. And yes, I know that's Phoenix Jones for the record, but holy fucking shit, fam. Oh my god. He's like adopting like a goal, like how do you say it? Like he wanted to look like Batman so badly, but he doesn't have enough money to make himself look like Batman. Like he's missing the two pointy things on his head and then he'd be all set, but
that could get worse, and that is people can misconstrue intentions, it can escalate the situation.
Armed with a $10,000 bulletproof suit.
$10,000? Damn, son. Damn, $10,000 to spend on a fucking superhero suit? Like, Jesus Christ, fam. I will say, he spent the hard bucks on this shit. Dang.
A stun baton, 2 million Scoville pepper spray, and a GoPro. Phoenix Jones is perhaps...
Okay, this right here for me is a problem. Like, of all the things for you to fucking get a GoPro, like, what are you, like, are you trying to do this shit for clout? Because this is a problem I'm having right now as this is going on. Like, I get this video was, like, last year, but still, fam. Like, why are you, like, using a GoPro? Like, don't get me wrong, it's a great camera and everything, but it's still, like, I don't get, of all your expenses of being a superhero, the mace I get, the stun gun I get, I don't get the GoPro. Unless you're trying to do this for clout.
It's the closest thing to a comic book hero we've ever seen. And during his decade of activity, his fans have watched him transform from hero to anti-hero and finally, to what he'd fought so long to protect Seattle against.
I guess it's true what they say. You live long enough as the hero and see yourself become the villain.
Oh shit. As I said, I will say it here, I've seen bits and pieces of this. I've not seen the story from start to end of how this guy went from rising up to where he went careening right down. I do know the ending, however. Like, that's one thing I will assure people is I know the ending of this. It is not good. It is very stupid. So, let me look at the live chat here. So, Skull Gem is here. The Mystic Nutcracker. I think that would be my superhero name, Ender. Lol, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Oh, believe me, like, once you see the ending of this story, you're gonna be like, what a dumbass motherfucker.
Very bad.
I guess.
This is the rise and fall of Phoenix Jones.
So here we go. Here's the documentary. Atrocity Guide. Ooh. I'm excited. It's like me going to the fucking movies here.
His full title is Phoenix Jones, Guardian of Seattle, and his story begins in late 2010 when local news began reporting on a mysterious figure who, nearly every night, disappeared into the hidden room of...
You know what? I gotta look something up here. Just a second, ladies and gents. I gotta go look something up with this. Like, you'll see here in a second. So I'm gonna transition over to this screen here. Just a split moment. I gotta look up something. I gotta look up something. Like, when was this movie made? Oh, it was made in 2010. Oh, will you look at that? Oh, will you look at that? This movie was made in 2010. So that's where he got the idea. So he was probably like, this is probably what Phoenix Jones was doing. He was probably sitting back on his couch watching the movie Kick-Ass and goes like, you know what? Hey fam, I could fucking do this shit. So he's like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's fucking do this shit. So, oh my fucking god, Phoenix Jones' last bench pressure. Lol, what the hell? Okay, so, oh my god, that's funny.
Of a comic book shop and emerged in a black and gold costume. In the beginning, the learning curve for what he hoped to accomplish proved steep. Patrolling areas rich with nightlife, Jones would occasionally encounter little more than an obnoxious bar patron who needed calming down. Finding crime was nearly as difficult as fighting it. It was pretty embarrassing, Jones told a reporter of Seattle Met, speaking of his early patrols. I walked around downtown and didn't see any crime. But in January of 2011...
So, he sits here. So he spends $10,000 on a suit that he doesn't really get to use until later on. Like, how do you say it? Probably like maybe a year or so. And he doesn't get to use the suit at all. So, as I said, like, he's drawing a lot of inspiration from the movie Kick-Ass. His costume looks like a mix of Captain America and Spawn. He looks like one of those DC Universe Online characters, but on crack. Oh, funny you say that one, Ender. Funny you say that.
Jones began to cut his teeth on the extreme brand of heroics that he would ultimately become known for.
One local man came within seconds of having his car broken into, perhaps stolen, until a superhero came to his rescue.
And you just start sticking it down inside between the window here and the rubber strip.
Dan was calling 911, but help flew in before he finished dialing.
From the right, this guy comes dashing in, just wearing this skin-tight rubber black and golden suit, and starts chasing him away.
The attention Jones got from the single incident solidified his niche in crime fighting. In order to separate himself from the growing community of other real-life superheroes, Jones believed he would have to put himself in the precarious situations that others wouldn't dream of.
This is like playing out. This documentary is playing out like a real-life version of the movie Kick-Ass. Like, you got he's the first fucking hero, and then others join in on the party. Holy fucking shit.
As he continued, Jones began breaking up street fights, attempting to intimidate drug dealers, and in doing so,
Oh, the irony is quite juicy on that one. As I said, it is quite funny, but when people start sending me videos, then that's maybe when I'll skip right to the ending of this. But yeah, this is pretty fucking, like, nuts. Like, hi Rebel, I'm back on Twitter. He's a DC Universe reject. Batman called. He said he got... Hey, get out of Gotham. This movie is so unoriginal.
incurred many injuries.
But a man held him at gunpoint Saturday night while another kicked him and broke his nose.
It's under my eye over here on this.
I can see your eye, it's all swollen.
But the injuries didn't deter him. He appeared to romanticize the bellicose portrayals of comic book.
Oh my fucking god. The fact that they placed Batman in on this documentary, it speaks a lot about Phoenix Jones. It really does. It's telling you that he's taking inspiration from Batman and Kick-Ass. Like, those are the top two things I've noticed that he's, like, taking inspiration from when it comes to becoming a superhero. Like, and also, too, you can bring in, like, the, what was it? Big Daddy or something like that from that movie, the one who Nicolas Cage played. So basically you got like these amalgamation of superheroes that this guy is just, like I say, he's taken bits and pieces from and he melded it together for just one big fat character.
Heroes, and he was on his way to becoming one, despite the attempts of Seattle police to dissuade him.
And now police say enough is enough. Someone's gonna end up dead.
Don't insert yourself into those situations. If you see something, call 911.
Law enforcement weren't the only ones to disapprove. Jones was largely condemned by other costume heroes who considered him delusional and worried his efforts would be harmful to their overall reputation. For the first time, we have someone who agrees with our overall purpose but doesn't agree with our methods, Portland, Oregon-based hero Night Owl told the Wall Street Journal.
His name is fucking Night Owl. What the fuck? Holy fucking shit. Oh, what you smoke? I'm smoking Wacky Tobacco. Hey, get your superhero suit at $2.99 at Toys R Us. Discount Justice League. No, I'm like, if you're wondering what I'm smoking out of this, I'm smoking tobacco out of this. Because I'm out of smoke, so I'm using this as like my general smoking device. So I'm not smoking pot on camera for people that are wondering.
It's not putting on a super suit and finding bad guys to fight. Real life isn't that way. Real crime fighting doesn't work that way. If you act that way, you're probably gonna...
Oh, look at this fucking edgelord. The Dark Guardian. I'm knowing everybody as the Dark Guardian. I'm just so edgy and fucking cool.
Make things worse.
Jones was certainly an outlier in the real-life superhero community, a community which can be traced back to the 1970s with a charismatic Californian known as Captain Sticky.
Why is it that when we keep going through this documentary, the hero names are getting worse? Holy fucking shit. They're getting progressively worse. They're getting worse. Holy fuck. You have Captain Sticky, the Crimson Canuck, Night Owl, Phoenix Jones, Red Button Woman. Like, they're getting worse.
Retiring in his 20s after inventing corrugated fiberglass, Richard Pesta of San Diego devoted his life to becoming America's first Cape Crusader. Like many after him, Captain Sticky's approach was non-violent. His costume and outrageous persona served as bait for the media, who gave him a platform.
Oh my god, this costume looks so terrible.
He needed to speak out against injustices, such as the poor conditions of elderly homes or greedy auto mechanics upcharging their less knowledgeable customers. Of the modern era, many cite Master Legend of Florida as one of the first to seek out crime and physically intervene.
Get a taste of that the next time you want to hurt a little kid.
Look at me, guys. I'm gonna bring the thunder. If you ever touch a little kid, you see my hand right here? I'm gonna bring the thunder. Oh my god. Oh my god. That costume is cringy. Oh my god, this is cancer. What does that look like? Are these people on drugs? I think the Black Panther is gonna sue somebody.
Patrolling Winter Park just outside of Orlando, Master Legend comes equipped with his Master Blaster, a homemade cannon that fires plastic Easter eggs filled with cayenne pepper and rock salt.
Oh, nice.
While Master Legend and Captain Sticky were novelties at their time of arrival, in recent decades an influx of individuals following in their footsteps began to permeate the streets of metropolitan cities. Mr. Full Moon of Tokyo, Japan.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually the first one that I don't know if they're cosplaying or they're actually a superhero, because, like, I'm not gonna, to tell you the truth, that is a good fucking costume if you want me to be honest. Like, if they tried to take a ball bat to his fucking head, like, he has so much cushion to where it just fucking absorbs it, and then he just goes bam right across their face. Like, United States of Smash style right there.
The Black Rat of Sydney, Australia. The more news outlets reported...
Did I just hear the Black Rat? Oh my god. Why are these names getting worse? They're getting progressively worse. Oh my god. Rebel Breathe. Oh, hi, Pac-Man. Reject. Yo, this Star Trooper, but a bootleg.
on these individuals, the more they seem to crop up.
He calls himself the Shadow Hair.
Names like Asylum, Fool King, and Professor Midnight.
Although often accused of being naive, many of these heroes understand the scope of what they can realistically accomplish inside the law. While ideologies vary within these individuals and organizations, common mantras include staying safe, remaining on the good side of law enforcement, and making a difference where one can. But not only did Phoenix Jones stand in stark contrast.
What's next? Is he gonna make a fucking mech Batman suit that can take down Superman? Is that what the next evolution of Phoenix Jones is gonna be? Like, I'm just throwing that out there. That's probably the next evolution. Like, he probably never got to use it because there wasn't anything as strong as Superman around, so that's why he didn't do it.
With his community, he seemed to look down on them. I don't call them real-life superheroes, he told writer John Ronson, who interviewed Jones in an emergency room as he was being treated for a stab wound.
Oh, the fact that he's saying this shit while he's in the hospital with a stab wound, like, not gonna lie, that's pretty badass. When you wake up one day and decide to put on spandex and give out sandwiches, something a little off, he said, I don't call that real life superheroes, I call them real life sandwiches handlers. Okay, like, how do you say it? Phoenix Jones, and I will say it, like, later on, the irony will become real enough. But what I'm going to say right here is this. Bitch, just because they're handing out sandwiches doesn't make them any less of a hero than you are. The fact that they're actually giving homeless people something to fucking eat, and they're actually trying to do something productive with their fucking time that's actually good. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Oh, just because you spent $10,000 on a fucking suit. Yeah, I bet you felt real fucking retarded after that one.
I call them real-life sandwich handlers. But this separation from the community didn't seem to hinder Phoenix. On the contrary, by mid-2011, Phoenix was well on his way to becoming the world's most famous real-life superhero. During his patrols, Jones would be approached for pictures, autographs, even requests for video shoutouts.
This is Phoenix Jones. If you're not listening to bass rock, you're foolish right now, seriously.
And it wasn't long before Phoenix managed to inspire a small coalition of like-minded individuals who costumed themselves to join him on patrol. El Caballero, whose appearance seemed to pay tribute to luchadors, became one of Jones's closest allies.
And you're not a wimp if you call 911.
Like, oh my god. These names are getting less original as this goes on. Like, holy shit, what a dumpster dive. How's it going, Ben? We're watching the fall of Phoenix Jones. We're gonna watch the fall of a real-life superhero, Mr. Kick-Ass Wonder Woman. Pew, 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 pew. I'm sorry, I had to do it. What's next, Polka Dot Man? I was gonna say J-Rocket, it might be next.
Purple Rain, whose focus was domestic assault awareness and prevention, served as strategist and monitored a police radio in order to direct the group to where they might be needed.
So I went to the City of Seattle's website where the police file all their reports. So I look and see what kinds of crimes are happening, if the police respond, and I just factor in all this different data. And I say, you know what, this is where we need to be. And that's how we find crime.
Phoenix had very specific attributes he wanted in his fellow superheroes. They needed to know how to fight. Military and martial arts background was a strict
Is that a big ass boxing gloves? He's becoming a real life version of a Rock'em Sock'em robot. Oh my god, this shit is so silly.
Prerequisite, and the recruits stayed sharp with regular training.
Average police response time in Seattle is 5 minutes. We're gonna try to basically hold off an attacker.
Holy shit, that camera looks worse than mine. And mine is pretty fucking shitty. I had to do a lot in order to get it to even look like this. But god, man, like, too much red. Too much red.
Me, Evo being the superhero, we're gonna try to keep it going for about 5 minutes is the goal.
By late 2011, the group had accumulated around 10 members, with names like Buster Doe, Midnight.
Oh my god, look at this guy! Is he wearing underpants on his face? Holy shit! Is this a Batman wannabe? When cosplay taking a whole new level. Wow. Just wow. Oh my god, it's Heaven's Gate Cole. Good, the waiting is killing me. Bruh. He looks like he's
Nightjack and Red Dragon. They were a diverse cast of characters, but unified under the leadership of Phoenix Jones, they became the Rain City superhero movement.
Talk about discount Justice League name. The Rain City superhero movement. Holy fucking shit.
Pitch Black's gonna go undercover and attempt to make a drug buy. I don't usually look like this. And once he sees the drugs or the thing, we're gonna come in and bust him. Here's what's going on. We got cameras all over, and we saw what was going on, and we came in here because we saw what's going on. We're not putting up with it anymore. We're tired of it. Bad people keep selling drugs in the city, polluting the block, and we're just not putting up with it. Hey, this is a bitch. It's kind of funny, but I'm dead serious.
Phoenix's approach remained polarizing, as he...
Well, how do you expect him not to laugh when you come up looking like that? What do you think he was gonna do? Take you fucking seriously, you fucking delusional bastard? Like, if you walked up to me in something like that, I would fucking fall on the ground laughing at you. Somewhat how I am right now. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, Ghetto Venom. Now that's a generic version of Spider-Man.
He often invited camera crews to follow him on patrol. Some sense Jones cared more about his own celebrity than improving his community.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that seems to be, like... from what I've seen of this, yeah, that seems to be, like, the big case with him, is... the fact that he buys a GoPro and is going down the street stopping people, like, why do you need cameras all around you as you're stopping villains? Like, that makes no chronological fucking sense. If you're trying to protect people from fucking harm, wouldn't it be a good idea just to fucking stop these crimes yourself and not have a camera crew on you? Because what happens if someone pulls out a fucking gun to shoot you, they miss you and they shoot one of your camera crew? What then? Like, this is so fucking stupid.
Have you really made the best uses of media attention to further the causes you claim to serve? Fellow Seattle-based hero Ravenblade asked in an open letter to Jones. Have you really acted like a hero? The criticism was largely engulfed by outspoken supporters who considered Phoenix Jones the first legitimate real-life superhero, a distinction from the costume street performers many had come to associate with the movement.
Get down! Grab shield up! Grab shield up! Yeah!
They continued, allegedly chasing down a suspect in a stabbing, even stopping a bus from being hijacked. Phoenix and Purple Rain were married, and the two of them together serving as the dual public.
What? Oh my god, so he was married to this woman right here. Are you... What the serious fuck? I'm not gonna lie, bitch, you could do so much better than this pile of shit. Because just you wait until later, you'll find out
Face of the group seemed to be good PR. Interviewers and media outlets were divided, some wishing to scold the heroes.
It's about Nightwing and Batgirl, isn't it? I mean, that's what it is. It's more about that than anything else, is it not?
I am liking some of these reporters that are just sitting here and instead of like taking them seriously, they're making fun of them. It's like, this is the thing I'm not grasping. Is like, how do you expect to be taken fucking seriously when you go down the street wearing like a fucking luchador mask, a fucking Batman wannabe suit? Like, how do you expect people to take you fucking seriously? Like, of course they're gonna make, like how you say, they're gonna make fun of you for this shit. And rightfully fucking so, because this is so stupid.
Some choosing instead to highlight their accomplishments.
Tell us what happened the night Phoenix saved your life.
Whoa, what the fuck is this dude right here? Like, he looks like fucking Dusty Rhodes' character in WCW, or Dustin Rhodes, I mean, aka Goldust. He looks like fucking Seven, but except his skin being white, it's fucking green.
Man was getting violent with security at a nightclub. He proceeded to get violent with me and my group of friends. Phoenix ran in and pepper sprayed the guy and defused the entire situation.
How did you hear about it?
The group was earning a bit of respect, and with Seattle having a crime rate 126% above the national average,
Whoa. Let me see.
Receiving an F rank on areavibes.com.
Let me see. So let me take a look at this. So livability 67, amenities A+, cost of living F, crime F, employment B, housing B, schools B, weather C. Not gonna lie, that right there, that letter C should be an F. I've seen weather in Seattle. It's fucking dreadful. So, like how you say, there's one person I know who comes from that area. And I will say, I feel bad. Like, I don't know why they never told me about the story of this clown, but I don't think they knew about him, but let's keep going.
The Rain City superhero movement had their work cut out for them, but the interventionist approach the heroes employed often skirted the lines of legality.
Put your hands. Stay right here. Stay down.
The process of a citizen's arrest which the heroes regularly performed is a complicated and unpredictable one, as it's often easy to mistake the context of a given situation. Jeremy McHenry of MPS Security Services had this to say of the concept of a citizen's arrest. You're going to be sued if you mess up. You can be arrested for making a false arrest.
Which I don't think Phoenix's $10,000 suit could get him out of that one. Like, so you're most likely have to go to court after making a citizen's arrest. You may need to testify, undergo cross-examination, and appear multiple times before a judge. Insert yourself into what you perceive to be a crime scene is a risky, complicated act. You are going to get sued if you mess up, McHenry says. You can be arrested for making a false arrest, which, I will say I have had experiences where, I've had false charges brought up on me before, and I could have turned around, like, I didn't because it would have involved more paperwork and shit, to where I could have turned around and filed a false arrest on the local police department I have up here. because they arrested me for something I actually didn't do. And they charged me with something that I should have never been charged with. But that's, like how you say it, not like false arrests are not a fucking joke.
Many understood that Jones's reckless approach would sooner or later catch up with him, so it was no surprise that in late 2011, the inevitable happened.
A so-called superhero in Seattle is under arrest.
Here he goes!
Phoenix and fellow hero Ghost were out on patrol when they witnessed a crowd of people congregating beneath a viaduct. From the distance up the street where the hero stood, it looked like a street fight. Phoenix ran in, shouting to the group to break it up, instructing Ghost to dial 911 as was their protocol. But rather than thanking Phoenix for his assistance, the group turned on him.
Oh no!
Phoenix, unable to
Look at her go! She's gonna kick his ass.
verbally control the situation, employed the use of his pepper spray.
Oh, moron! Like, you wouldn't have used common sense to at least talk to these people. Like, all of a sudden they're coming after you and you can't verbally fucking de-escalate a situation and you call yourself a fucking hero? Are you fucking high? Like, god damn. Anyone want some mind bleach right now? What in the... That lady wanted blood?
The police arrived soon after, their patience with Jones already spent, and took statements from both parties. According to Jones, what he thought he was running into was an assault. But according to a police report, the group was, quote, dancing and frolicking around.
She stated she and her friends were walking to their vehicles under the Valderic actor leaving a nearby nightclub. They stopped in the street and began dancing and frolicking around with each other. So, oh, that's a bad look, Phoenix. Oof.
With each other when a masked man came running and shouting toward them, coating the area in pepper spray. The last paragraph of the police report notes that this was the second complaint of the night regarding Jones, who had pepper sprayed a group of nightclub.
This is why you don't become a real life superhero, ladies and gents, because of shit like this. I'm sorry, just because Batman and all them get away with it, that's because it's in the confines of a cartoon. This is real life. This isn't a fucking cartoon. This isn't Kick-Ass. This is real life. This ain't a superhero movie. This is real life. Oh, dumbasses.
A patron some hours earlier. Although Jones was gone by the time the officer arrived at the scene, he described the distinct scent of pepper spray lingering in the air. The Seattle Police Department decided to make an example out of Phoenix, and he was arrested for assault.
Ooh. Ooh. Like, you know what? Just a second here, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta go look that up. Just a split moment here. Alright, let me go look this up. Like, I don't know what level of a... Alright, let me see. Like, how... Like, what kind of... No, assault. Just normal assault. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fucking go diving into this shit. It doesn't seem like a fun thing to go diving into. But Jesus, tap dancing Lord H. Christ. This shit is just fucking crazy. Like, holy fuck. So, how are you guys liking the documentary thus far? This has been a fun little watch here.
After sitting in a jail cell overnight, Jones made his $3,800 bail and emerged to a team of reporters waiting outside.
Oh yeah, $3,800. Yeah, he's gonna fucking pay that easy. He paid $10,000 for that suit. If you don't think he's got 38,000 or 3,800 lying around, you're fucking crazy.
By the courthouse. Phoenix welcomed them to congregate around him, and in a move that shocked everyone, he unmasked himself and greeted the cameras for the first time as Benjamin Fodor.
I'm Phoenix Jones.
Why? Why would you unmask yourself in public, you stupid fuck? Oh. Strike number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Strike number 2. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm also Ben Fodor. I also protect the city. I also am a father. I also am a brother. I'm just like everyone else.
Born in Texas in 1988, Benjamin Fodor spent time in orphanage.
So he's 1 year older than I am. So basically, he, like how you say it, as making of this right here, he's 32 years old. Well, actually, no, he'd be 33, that's right. He'd be 33 right now. If I can go, like, let me rewind back. Just a couple seconds.
Else.
Born in Texas in 1988, Benjamin Fodor spent time in orphanages before finding a family and relocating to the Pacific Northwest. Benjamin and his brother Karos both shared a love of fighting. Each pursued competitive mixed martial arts at a young age. According to Tapology.com, Benjamin, who fought under the name Flat Top, boasted an impressive amateur record of 11 wins and no losses.
What? What? He was 11-0? Damn, fam. Okay, let's see here. And he was even fighting in 2010 when he actually started becoming a fucking hero. Because if you look at these records, he's been fighting since, by the looks of it, fucking 07.
But whereas his brother continued into the professional ranks of organizations such as Strikeforce and UFC, his younger brother Benjamin decided to put his skills to more unconventional uses. But aside from the martial arts background, the conditions which stemmed the most well-known real-life superhero couldn't have been more unassuming. Benjamin was a father of 2 working at a daycare for children with special needs. His origin story goes like this. One morning, Benjamin found his car broken into, his driver's side window shattered, and a black ski mask laying atop the broken glass on the street. His son, cutting himself in the glass, had to be taken to the emergency room. Phoenix kept the mask, and days later, when a close friend was assaulted outside of a nightclub while a group of spectators watched, too afraid to intervene, Phoenix decided the ski mask would serve as the base.
Oh my god. So he started, look at this shit. Oh my god. And I just knocked out my earphone, but god damn. Holy fucking shit, fam.
Basis for an alternate identity. A moniker was chosen. The word Phoenix has roots in Greek folklore associated with rebirth. Jones, one of the most common American last names, is meant to represent the notion that ordinary citizens can hold others accountable for their actions. His costume was commissioned from Extreme Design FX and then sent to Baker Ballistics in order to be reinforced with bulletproof and stab-resistant plating. In an article from My Northwest, Fodor detailed some of his earliest attempts at vigilantism, well before he'd attracted any media attention. Confused as to how to begin, Benjamin took to simply brooding on rooftops. One night upon...
So the Batman thing did play into this. Holy shit. Oh, fucking A, fam. He pulled an Iron Man. Yeah, I know, right? He goes like, I'm Iron Man. I have millions of fucking dollars and a $3,800 fine. I'm out. Here's your money. Let me the fuck out of here. Jesus fuck.
Witnessing a mugging, he climbed down the building's fire escape, a task which took minutes, only to find the criminal long gone by the time he reached the street.
But then someone actually got mugged, and it took me like 5 minutes to crawl down the fire escape and get down there, Fodor said. The girl was like, "What are you doing?" He already left. You look like a Count. You look like Count Chocula. You look stupid. Oh, fucking A.
He'd purchased a net launcher reminiscent of the old campy Batman comics. Contrary to how—
Oh my god, the inspirations from Batman are just, oh my god, they're just clogging up this documentary. Like, the last, 2 to 3 minutes is just talking about how he's just getting inspiration from Batman. It's just fucking wild. Holy shit.
How he'd imagined the usage of this device playing out, Jones ended up trapping himself in it and was spotted by a passing police.
What a dumbass motherfucker. How do you trap yourself into your own net gun? Did he just hold the fucking thing up like this and go BAM? Oh, talk about terrible beginnings.
Police officer who took the opportunity to laugh and take a few pictures before cutting him loose.
I don't blame that officer. I would have been laughing myself. What a dumbass motherfucker.
Early Phoenix Jones also carried with him a grappling hook which seemed to fit with his persona but had no practical value. "You think you're going to scale a building?" a friend critiqued. "What are you going to do when you get up there? Swoop down? Parachute down? You're not going to have enough distance for the parachute to even open." Although fans appreciated this insight into the man behind the mask, this move proved detrimental to Benjamin personally, as he was subsequently fired from his job at the daycare.
Oh. Oh. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. So he got fired from his job just because he does this shit on the side. Holy fuck.
And his custom-made suit was confiscated for evidence.
So why did they confiscate your suit?
Here's
a suit.
So the politically correct answer is, to do an accurate investigation, we need to have everything that was involved. The fact that your identity was concealed by a supersuit, therefore makes it evidence that we need to take to prove that you are the man underneath the suit.
Despite the feedback that he should put his persona of Phoenix Jones to rest, Benjamin doubled down. He had a backup suit and he was confident the assault charges would be dropped once the video evidence came out. The evidence in question was obtained by videographer Ryan McNamee, who had been documenting the Rain City Heroes' nightly exploits. Based on the title...
Oh, okay, whoa. Just a second here in this documentary. Okay, you went through all this trouble to censor this girl's face previously, and now you show her face right now. Like, what is the fucking point of censoring shit when later on, when you have to do that censoring, like, did you get lazy in the editing? Because you can just see her face like full right there, so that makes no fucking sense.
Phoenix Jones stops assault. Ryan's first-hand interpretations of events differ from the reporting police officers. Many of the video's comments seem to also side with Phoenix. Even Jones's detractors suggested the arrest was an excuse to deter him. Later that month, the charges were dropped, and despite media outlets, both corporate and independent, offering harsh criticism.
Oh, yeah. Fuck these fucking people. Fuck this guy and fuck her. Fuck them both. Pieces of fucking human garbage. Maybe one day I will talk about the Young Turks and how fucking terrible they are. But these are two people I have zero fucking respect for. Cenk Uygur is just fucking insane. This fucking woman is just fucking insane. And the fact that they sit there, like, you have no right to talk down to people. You've done way more fucked up shit than Phoenix Jones ever has.
Criticisms over the fiasco.
What an idiot. Okay.
That was... The fucking irony is thick, bitch. You're a fucking idiot. And along with this fat fuck. Which, the funniest part about him, Mr. Cenk Uygur here, the guy on the right, is he actually tried to run for political office in the state of California. Like, if you guys go and actually look this up, it is actually true that he tried to run for, I don't know what part, like, I don't know if he was trying to run as a congressman or whatever the fuck it was. But, he lost fucking miserably. Like, it was so bad that even fucking Sargon would buy this guy a fucking beer. That's how terrible it was.
Awesome, that's the girl he's supposed to be helping. She's like, you fucking pepper sprayed me, you idiot!
Phoenix Jones was on his way to unprecedented stardom.
Oh, what the fuck? He actually had his own action figure too? Holy shit. Comic books, animations, holy shit, man.
Jones was back with renewed enthusiasm and a steady stream of encouragement from the largest fan base he'd ever had. But on the night of April 22, 2012, a tragic and random act of violence would mark a distinct attitude shift in Phoenix and the Rain City superhero movement.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was after midnight. 21-year-old Nicole Westbrook and her boyfriend were walking through Pioneer Square after leaving a comedy show, when suddenly, shots rang out.
Gunshots! Gunshots! Gunshots!
Oh,
Phoenix,
shit.
along with Purple Rain and Pitch Black, ran toward the sound. Jones caught a glimpse of someone in a gray backpack as the potential shooter and followed him on foot for several blocks until police arrived.
There he is. There's the shooter. Backpack running. Backpack running? Backpack running. Backpack running. Backpack running.
Having been shot through the cheek, Nicole suffered a shattered spine. An ambulance rushed her to the hospital where she passed away shortly after. Nicole was not believed to be the intended target. The source of the gunfire was determined to have been a drive-by shooting, leading police to believe the hooded figure the heroes were chasing was the target. The case of Nicole Westbrook remains open to this day, and anyone with potential information is encouraged to contact the Seattle Police Department. Jones would go on to cite the tragedy as his biggest failure.
Like, what was he gonna do in that situation? Like, that was just one of those situations you couldn't have stopped no matter how much you tried. Like, normally, like, you guys know me on this channel well enough to know that I shit on people. But in this situation, I can't do it. Like, I don't see this as a failure. Like, how you say it, shit fucking happens, dude. I wouldn't beat yourself up about this, but I will be probably retracting that statement later.
And she's up the street, and the medics are taking her away. The fire engine drives by and just washes the blood off the sidewalk, and it runs down into a drain. And I just keep sitting on the sidewalk at this point, and people start walking by for work and just do their normal everyday life. And my world has completely changed, and everyone else is exactly the same.
This event would continue to ripple throughout Jones's crime-fighting career, especially in his later years. But directly following the tragedy, there was scarcely time to process. Just a week later, Seattle was to host the May Day protest.
May Day mayhem in Seattle. Demonstrations turned violent as thousands of people clogged downtown streets.
Originally in response to poor labor conditions, the May Day protests began in Europe during the late 19th century and persist even today all across the world. Always held on May 1st, these events occasionally escalate in violent and unpredictable ways.
Broken glass, buildings and cars covered with spray paint. Tonight, downtown Seattle.
Phoenix Jones, along with Midnight Jack and El Caballero, were patrolling the protest, attempting to deter and control outbursts, when a protester inadvertently revealed a plan to blow up the Seattle courthouse.
The crowd was actually rumoring a bomb blowing up a building?
Yeah, that's what the people with the black masks were rumoring, because they're kind of dumb, and I don't know if they haven't been to Seattle, but they didn't know that I'm not part of their crew.
But still, like, why? What would be the reason to blow up a fucking building for? Like, sometimes I will say it, people are just fucking so stupid.
They just kept telling me stuff.
So you were infiltrating them? They thought
Not on
because you
purpose.
were...
We were just walking and they were wearing masks and we were.
Right, but because you are dressed up as a superhero, they thought this guy must be into craziness like us.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Phoenix and his colleagues attempted to notify the police, but they didn't seem to take the testimonials seriously.
You hear rumblings of this and you let the Seattle police know. Tell me how that conversation went.
Well, there wasn't really a conversation. I said, excuse me, sir, can I talk to you? And he said, we're busy. And I said, I'm well aware, can I talk to you? He said, yeah, give me a few minutes. Here's my card.
Oh.
And then that was it.
Here's my card? Police officer gave you his card?
Fearing an escalation, they followed the crowd of protesters to the courthouse, and it was there they witnessed rocks and something which was believed to be a failed explosive device being thrown through the glass windows and doors. Knowing Phoenix would be apprehensive to use pepper spray following his assault charge, Midnight Jack opted to be the one to incapacitate the group. When the police arrived, they arrested 8 of the protesters for destruction of public property. The group received their share.
Idiots in superhero costumes reportedly pepper spraying Seattle Mayday protesters. Oh my fucking god. Jesus Christ.
Share of disapproving opinions. Gawker reporter Adrian Chin described Phoenix as a combination of Batman and a mall cop. But one of the more entertaining opposers of the Rain City Heroes was a filmmaker named Ryan Corey, who decided the thing the group was truly missing was a villain.
My name is Rex Velvet, the people's villain, if you will. Before you jump to conclusions, let me tell you that I'm a fair negotiator and businessman. But I will not back down from you, Jones.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh my god! That beard's not even on properly. Are you fucking kidding me with this dude? A fucking eye patch and a poorly put on beard. Goddamn, dude, grow some facial hair for fuck's sakes. Is this dude trying to become like your stereotypical Saturday morning cartoon? Like, god dang. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a Joker wannabe. No, it's not even a Joker wannabe, it's a fucking Riddler wannabe. Because Riddler carries a cane, fucking wearing a hat. Even Riddler would look at this guy and go like, your fucking costume choice is poor, buddy. Oh god, the villain reminds me of Dr. Eggman from the Sonic event. Oh my god. Yes, it does. Like, if you actually shave his head bald and you take the eye patch away, he looks like Dr. Eggman.
Until this city is rid of you.
Sad part is, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. This motherfucker doesn't get rid of Phoenix Jones. Believe me, by the end of this, you're gonna know what it is. And it's gonna be fucking wild.
His attempts to bait Phoenix into a campy online rivalry failed, but Ryan Corey stylizing himself as the villain Rex Velvet continued, calling into radio shows while in character, and managed to turn their fake rivalry into a moderately successful web series.
Phoenix Jones, you have met your match.
Other supervillains joined in. Parody characters which targeted Jones began cropping up across YouTube and...
Oh my god. We went from freaking people posing as superheroes in IRL, and now we are fucking dealing with people trying to dress up as fucking villains. What are you gonna do, buddy? Are you gonna steal someone's fucking lollipop? Get fucking real. God fucking damn. Like, do these people suffer from, like, some form of delusion? Like, Jesus Christ.
and other social media.
Mr. Grimm here.
Yeah, Phoenix, I've been creating something now, huh?
Oh my fucking god. This is just getting progressively worse. Oh my god, what have I subjected you guys to? I'm such a bad person. Like, look at this shit.
I got a new potion that's gonna turn the whole world against you.
But Ryan Corey and others would have to settle for a one-sided online feud. Jones simply took himself too seriously to engage with them.
Rex Velvet is on the other line.
Rex Velvet is on the other line.
The guy who made that promo that you heard.
I encourage, if you guys want to talk to him, you go right ahead. I don't have anything to say to him because I live in the real world, and I don't promote or accept or even.
Buddy, the fucking irony. The irony of that fucking statement. Bitch, you go around dressed up like a fucking Batman ripoff. You have no fucking right to pull rank on him. You fucking, you waste a human genetics.
Acknowledge people who want to do acts of villainy of any kind, even if it's not real.
I told you. Look at you, Phoenix Jones.
Priorities shifted for Jones in November of that year when a video patrol log went viral, propelling his already budding celebrity into then uncharted territories.
On University Way, between 45th and 47th, suspect wearing an orange shirt. De-escalation does not appear to be working just yet.
While on patrol with 4 other local heroes, Phoenix confronted a man punching the window of a parked car and shouting obscenities at the passengers inside. Police arrived shortly after with the heroes content to let them handle the situation. But after the assailant shouted a racial slur at Phoenix, Jones challenged him to mutual combat.
Yo, Washington's a mutual combat.
Okay. This is the thing that's gonna happen to people like this. Like, of course, people are gonna shout, like, racial obscenities at you. And I bet, like how you say it. And the pure fact of it is, you gotta keep your fucking composure. And this is one problem I will say I already have with Phoenix Jones. Before this fault, like, he just cannot keep his composure.
If you'd like to agree to fight, we can do that if you'd like to. If you would like to.
Mutual combat laws allow 2 consenting parties to engage in a street fight, as long as no bystanders are hurt or property damaged. Often cited as a vestige of dueling, mutual combat remains legal in portions of the United States, such as Washington State and Texas.
PJ has offered to engage suspect in orange shirt to mutual combat under the laws of Washington State. Suspect appears ready to fight.
Sealing the deal with a handshake and under the supervision of police officers, Phoenix Jones proceeded to knock out his opponent.
Fighting the suspect.
Like, this dude in the orange shirt is an absolute idiot. Like, you know who this dude is by now. Like, he's already unmasked himself and made himself known to the fucking world. What on earth fucking possessed you to challenge him to fucking combat? Buddy, you should have known you were going to get your ass kicked. The guy was an MMA fighter and he's won like 11 fights and hasn't lost one yet. So, not gonna lie, you got what you fucking deserved.
Suspect is down.
This video, posted to Phoenix Jones's YouTube channel, garnered widespread reaction and commentary.
Oh, that's when you know you made a mistake.
Yep.
That first leg kick, you see the guy moving around.
Phoenix's celebrity and public presence were at an all-time high. Podcasts, talk shows, public service announcements, Jones rarely turned down an opportunity.
From the behalf of the Rain City Super...
And this is already telling you that he cares more about the fucking clout than anything. The fact that he had a camera during, like, how you say, a camera focusing in on this mutual fight, like... You can tell the only thing that this dude wanted to do it for was the clout.
Superhero movement and costume discounters. You guys have a safe and fun Halloween. See you in the streets.
He did a Reddit Ask Me Anything, which was kind of bizarre, but provided insight into the kind of...
Are you in costume right now? Do you and Purple Rain ever do it when the mask's on? Well, are you typing in caps? It's my shit.
Chaotic individual Phoenix was. Leading his fellow heroes into 2013, Jones would experience a brief golden age of heightened popularity, strong relations with police, and a series of disciplined, systematic patrols. But unbeknownst to Phoenix, a hidden fault line was beginning to appear. one which would not only grow to jeopardize the movement, but would foreshadow Phoenix's ultimate and unexpected fall from grace.
Oh dear. We're getting to the fun shit.
Awesome. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to our patrol tonight.
Yes, hello, all four of you.
Okay. You're telling me you can buy a GoPro and a fucking $10,000 suit, but you can't buy a halfway decent camera?
All right, I am pulling up the crime trends in Seattle lately here so we can see exactly what's going on.
Would you like us to come over there and take a look, babe?
Yeah.
All right, let's go take a look here.
With more fame than any real-life superhero had ever experienced, Jones began to assume a leadership role in not only the local superhero scene, but the national one. In February of 2013, he posted a video to his YouTube channel directly addressing other heroes, setting a strict standard of behavior he expected from them.
This is what's up. There's a lot of superheroes out here who are doing really stupid crap. And eventually we're all gonna...
You have no fucking room to talk. You stupid motherfucker. You have no room to talk at all about quote-unquote stupid crap. You've pulled stupid fucking crap. Hypocrite.
It gets shut down. You guys don't realize it, but there's a war going on out there you don't know about. And that war starts with the government not liking unregulated anything in mass numbers. There's 250 of us to 300 of us walking around with absolutely no accountability. It's going to stop pretty much now.
You have no accountability either, you fucker. Oh my fucking god, the hypocrisy with you. What a dipshit. Like, that is highly hypocritical. God damn.
According to Jones, heroes had been patrolling with illegal weapons, regularly
oh my god, no.
breaking laws under a misguided notion of vigilantism. Phoenix was worried such missteps would cause a nationwide crackdown, potentially running the movement for everyone.
We really have to come together, get this whole thing together, get a regimented way to do this before we get shut down.
Jones considered his brand of heroics to be one of the few sustainable out there. But his crew was small, and out of 300 heroes operating across the United States, the Rain City branch only accounted for 15. Phoenix unveiled an umbrella organization he referred to as the Alliance, which acted as a registry for heroes where they agreed to several of Jones's rules, including wearing a bulletproof vest.
And now people are going to say, well, I just hand out food. Yeah, but I came along and I changed the face of real-life superhero. Every criminal in the world.
Oh my god. Yeah, this it's becoming very fucking apparent with him. Like, they're just handing out sandwiches, you motherfucker, and you sat there and told them that they're nothing more than sandwich handlers. You fuckwad. You fucking twat.
World who is aware of superheroes. When they look at you, they think that you fight crime.
And also, too, what gives you the fucking right to regulate what people do? What gives you the fucking right? Because last time I checked, I don't see a fucking police badge on you, bitch.
That's what they think you do. So whether you want to go out there and hand out a sandwich or not, you're still in danger of being injured. Don't be stupid, be prepared.
The selection for new recruits in Phoenix's hometown became increasingly rigorous, and in an interview with KIRO Radio, Jones admitted to rejecting 100% of the incoming applications.
The Rain City superhero movement is hiring, and applications are available right now.
So far, I've rejected 6 of the 6 applications I've got, where they're like, I'm 7 feet tall and super buff right now. I don't know if there's a mask that'll fit over my giant meathead, but it's cool. I just want to walk around and punch people. Let's go. And I'm like, no.
At this point, Phoenix had been...
Well, wouldn't you want one of those kind of people on your squad? Like those big bastards that could actually destroy people? Because you sit there, like, this dude runs around using, I'm gonna use my pepper spray on you, even though I actually have fucking MMA combat.
Been patrolling the streets almost nightly for nearly 3 years. In the beginning, he was critical of inaction, or what he called sandwich handling, but his new focus seemed to be on personal restraint. Although martial arts or military experience remained a prerequisite for joining, Phoenix began to reject people if they showed any inkling of violent tendencies.
I think there are some people in the city who are up to no good and need to be taught a lesson. On the other hand, there are lots of good people in the city who get taken advantage of on a regular basis, and that needs to stop.
Second part of the answer, awesome. First part of the answer worries me. Anytime anyone says needs to be taught a lesson, I get uncomfortable. Your demeanor doesn't strike me as generally violent type. You know, it could be the Clark Kent glasses throwing me off. We don't get to teach lessons. We get to stop people perpetrating crimes, and we get to give them to the authorities that are supposed to uphold the values that we all voted for.
His patrols became highly systematic. A weekly schedule was...
This coming from a fucking dude that's going down the street with a fucking GoPro recording fucking crimes. This bastard.
Posted, with each patrol group consisting of a team leader, a medic, and a radio operator. Phoenix claimed the movement now included a legal team, although to what capacity I'm not sure. Aspiring heroes would be subjected to a probation period, and they would be unable to even choose a name or a costume until they joined in 15 patrols, stopped a violent crime, assisted in a medical situation, ran the GoPro, ran the live stream, and written several patrol logs. At this point...
So, they can't pick out their fucking name until they do all that crap. Like, as I said previously, what gives this dude the fucking right to? Like, you're a bitch running around looking like a fucking ripoff of Batman. Please spare me.
The team would take a vote to determine whether the applicant became a full member.
With this application, you're extremely underqualified. But the part of it that I do like is it was really well thought out. As far as joining the main group of the RCSM, I think you would probably end up getting hurt.
The majority of video logs on Jones's YouTube channel were uploaded during this period. On the surface, their operation seemed to be running more smoothly than ever. A lawful, by-the-book protocol enforced by Jones, diligent documentation, regular check-ins with the radio operator and other heroes.
I'm close enough to Red to make contact. Should I do that? Over?
And thanks to the generosity of their fans, they were able to record evidence of most encounters, which seemed to result in a much healthier relationship with the Seattle police.
Officer Floyd. Hey, we have a video of the beginning of those guys over here pretending to flash or even maybe flashing the real gun. And there was a little altercation. I also confiscated some black tar heroin off and threw it down a drain. I got all that on video if you need it. Yeah, I got it on video if you need that.
Recovering stolen bikes, addressing medical concerns others simply ignored, exposing and...
Let me see this. If I want to be a vigilante, I would have to be a Ghost Rider minus Flaming Skull named Gunman. Jesus. Okay. Ben, if you ever became a fucking real life superhero, I would laugh my ever-loving keister off at ya. Not gonna lie, I would fucking fall on my ass laughing.
Individuals soliciting sex acts from the homeless.
The crazy thing is, I got a masked man following me. Yeah. And the crazier thing was when you made a homeless crack addict to suck your dick. That's crazy. I did it. It's on tape.
On slow crime nights, they handed out sandwiches. In contrast to Jones's...
What a hypocritical bastard. Like this right fucking here. You sat there earlier and you called people who did this shit not real fucking superheroes. And now here you are doing the same exact fucking thing that you shat on them for. Are you fucking kidding me right now? The hypocrisy is real with this motherfucker.
His previous disparaging remarks. However, things were not quite as harmonious as they seemed. An argument over a helmet would...
Oh my god. What the f... Really, dude? We get it, dude. You're supposed to look after a luchador, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Which El Caballero accused Phoenix of stealing caused his longtime sidekick to abruptly leave the group. But most shocking of all was the sudden departure of Purple Rain. In November, Purple Rain made a social media post.
I feel like it's time to make a public statement announcing that Phoenix Jones and I are no longer together and will not be working together on any future projects. I have also conducted myself in a professional and respectable manner and do not wish to share the details of our separation. I also do not have any information about any of the allegations made against him, so please do not inquire. I do need to make it clear that I am not affiliated with him or the Rain City superhero movement. However, I will continue to help those in need as Purple Rain. I wish Phoenix and the RCSM the best of luck in their future endeavors.
Stating that she and Jones were separating and would not be working together on any future projects. Purple Rain opted to keep the details of their separation private, a difficult boundary between public and personal life when the two have so much overlap. But her fans seemed to respect her decision. With the loss of his two closest allies, Jones found himself unable to stop a growing mutiny of disgruntled heroes, ready to expose the flaws of their leader and ultimately bring about the end of the Rain City superhero movement for good.
Legion, I just want to beat the fuck out of this guy.
He's not worth it.
God, I'm having one of these moments right now.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Although Phoenix's celebrity continued to increase, even landing a cameo in the PlayStation 4 title Infamous Second Son, those who remained close to Jones knew the movement was coming to an end. The domino effect of Purple Rain and El Caballero leaving inspired others to do the same, taking to social media to air grievances about their leader on the way out. In a post that began, "Phoenix Jones is a con artist thief," Shockwave leveled some startling accusations against Phoenix. As per Jones's instruction, each hero was required to purchase a bulletproof vest, a payment which they handed directly to Jones, who claimed to have cut a deal with the manufacturer. However, as months went by, no one received their vest.
Are you breaking the law, Mr. Jones?
Jones had also been requiring the Rain City heroes to pay a monthly dues for a health insurance plan in case they were hurt on patrol. But many began to suspect there was no such insurance, as Jones failed to produce any sort of documentation. Perhaps the most damning of all were the attacks against Jones's integrity as a crime fighter. Phoenix Jones preys on people exiting bars drunken, unable to function normally, Shockwave claimed, citing the Mutual Combat video for evidence. Would MMA allow one fighter to be drunk while the other is sober?
Not gonna lie, I don't see how that would matter, because the guy verbally said that he agreed to mutual fucking combat. Still, like how you say it, he said, yeah, let's fight. Like, so he must have not have been that inebriated to not engage in that shit, but still, like...
Accusations of exaggerating his heroics and...
He tells tons of lies, makes up stories, and embellishes and exaggerates what he does. I can definitely see that. Dark Guardian co-administrator of reallifesuperheroes.org told The Weekly.
Spinning the narrative in his favor were nothing new for Phoenix, although until this point they'd come from heroes and spectators outside the Rain City movement. But this was coming from someone who patrolled with Phoenix, who knew what he was like when the livestream was turned off. El Caballero, Shockwave, and Dragon founded a new organization called Echo. They continued to patrol Seattle, regularly making appearances at the recurring May Day protest, but their audience failed to grow to Phoenix-like proportions. In May of 2014, Phoenix Jones announced that
But that's the thing, though. If you're doing stuff like this, why do you care about how much of a fucking audience you have? Like, why would you fucking care? The fact that you're actually doing good should be more than enough recognition. Why? I don't get why people think they have to compete with this fucking clown. As long as you're doing good fucking things, I like how you say it. Does it matter how much recognition you get for it? I don't get that shit. Like, I really don't. So a liar and a thief. Oh, believe me, Ben, we're getting there. We're getting to the best part of this. Just you wait. A bunch of fucking irony is going to hit him to where you're going to call this guy a stupid motherfucker. Just you wait.
The Rain City superhero movement was officially over. Jones's statement didn't address any of the aforementioned accusations, but instead cited other reasons for the disbandment. Certain members cannot run 2.5 miles in 30 minutes, Jones stated. Or do 5 pull-ups or 25 sit-ups and believe it's okay to carry illegal weapons? Rex Velvet made a Facebook post celebrating the end of the movement, asking former members to air their dirty laundry about Phoenix for a video he would produce. It's unclear whether any of the former members took Velvet up on his offer, but checking Ryan Corey's YouTube page, it appears no such video has yet been made. Jones, now primarily a solo hero, continued fighting crime in Seattle. His enthusiasm seemed undiminished as the patrol logs on his YouTube channel were uploaded at more or less the same consistency.
Hey, this is Phoenix Jones. Found a guy who was over here at the store, stole some detergent, took off running, clearly homeless. This is the worst part of my job. Stealing is stealing. I'm not gonna let you get away with that, especially detergent. This new way to get high with detergent, I found out. No problem. There's your stuff back, man. No problem. Thanks, man. Sorry about that. I hate that kind of stuff, but what can you do, right?
Wow, you guys are like superheroes, or?
Yeah, we do like kind of like an.
Okay, how is he a superhero when he has no powers? The qualification would be heroes. And as I said, this is shit I hate. Is if you're gonna do good things, why the fuck do you need it to be recorded?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so be safe, man. Really sorry that happened to you.
He returned to competitive mixed martial arts, fighting under his alias and often accepting match decisions while in costume.
Vigilante Phoenix Jones!
Oh, fuck off, really?
A rivalry between his older brother Karos, which has reportedly existed since childhood, made for good promotion for upcoming fights. And the advertisements leaned heavily on the superhero motif Phoenix had cultivated.
Oh, no.
The majority of his fan base stayed by his side, offering support on social media and YouTube as he continued to break up street fights, catch shoplifters, and even create a database of stolen vehicles in the Seattle area. But the twilight years of the Phoenix Jones character weren't free from controversy, particularly in 2015 when Jones had a comic book series commissioned about himself. The events depicted were based on Jones's patrol logs and personal journal entries. Many classic Jones tales were included, but depictions of the Nicole Westbrook murder seemed in poor taste. As Jones told Seattle radio host Jason Rands, he'd submitted the comic book to the Jet City Comic Con, where it was originally accepted, but once it was known the events depicted were real, Jones was asked to withdraw it.
No, there were no real major complaints. A couple people came up and just said that, they didn't like it and thought it was too real. And I said, well, if you want to read a fake comic book, get a Batman comic book. If you want to read about my life and you want to help someone and maybe get the case back out in the news and maybe get somebody to know what happened, then read my comic book.
And yet at the same time, a comic book like this opens you up to the criticism that you might be profiting off of the death of someone. How do you respond?
Oh, no. Phoenix. Oh, you fucking moron. Like, why would you do that?
On to that.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just telling my story, and this happens to be a part of my story. And this incident is just so important to the person that I became and the choices that I made.
Nicole Westbrook's sister spoke out in support of the comic, citing that it could raise awareness of the still unsolved case. Phoenix's behavior over the years became stranger and more erratic.
Let me see. I've grown tired, angry, and disappointed. Seattle needs a rougher, darker type of justice. My fist will ensure they get criminals will get it. Criminals will bleed. Okay. Here's the thing, though. Like, you're a dude that was sitting there before this post right here. You were like, I'm going to use my pepper spray. I'm going to bring the thunder.
Such as this incident in 2016 where he claimed to have knocked someone unconscious and left them on the street, opting to tweet at the police rather than call 911. Jones specified that he, quote, left the guy my card so that when he wakes up he can call me if he has a problem. When asked what he meant by his card, Jones explained it was a print of this glamour shot, along with the phone number of his attorney. More shocking still was this post to the R-Bodycam subreddit, which shows police responding to a former friend of Jones's who'd reported the hero came to his apartment, his knuckles wrapped for a fight, threatening his life.
I guess last night I hit on one of his girlfriends that he didn't like, and he started slandering me all over Facebook, and then he came here threatening me, said he was going to beat me and piss on my face, and then she went downstairs to tell him to leave. He said if I didn't come out, he was going to kick the door in.
Oh
he also
my
said he was going to
God,
kill me.
you
That I need to be dead. I have all these screenshots on.
Phoenix, what are you
All
doing? You
I have them all on my phone.
Would find him
And kill me.
So
Something was clearly happening to Phoenix Jones, and his audience began to see the dark side of his impulsive personality. By February of 2019, Phoenix hadn't uploaded a patrol log to his YouTube channel in 3.5 years. So it wasn't a surprise when he formally announced his intention to take a break from crime fighting. But what was surprising were Jones's cynical reasons for the hiatus. "I don't think people are mostly good," Phoenix wrote. "I don't think I've met enough people I would get shot to save. I don't think people would get shot to save me. I was wrong. Maybe everything I've ever believed in was wrong." When asked to reflect on his career, interviewers were met with a Phoenix who was oddly defensive of his legacy, and adamant about his distinction from other so-called real-life superheroes.
So how many crimes have any other superheroes other than me stopped in Washington State?
Well, you're the only one I think anybody's aware of, so yeah.
Okay, so then you're asking me a question.
Yeah, because you had cameras on it 24/7, you fuckwad. Like, every time this dude's went out and patrolled, he's always had a fucking camera on him. So, of course, yeah, like, how do you say it? Of course you're going to be the one that stops the most of them when all the yours are fucking camera, like, are on camera. It's like, you're throwing up a non-fucking argument. Because you know very well fucking no one can argue it. Because they don't sit there unless they fucking bring a GoPro everywhere and become just as low as you. There's no way for them to win that argument. That's just ridiculous.
Question about superheroes.
Right.
These guys are going to a neighborhood they don't know, dressed in outfits that are not the same, that are not uniform, with skills that are not good. I mean, handing out food to homeless people. I mean, you are a LARPer. You are a LARPer.
You did the same fucking thing. You did the same fucking thing. So basically you're calling yourself a fucking LARPer. You hypocritical fucker. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Piece of shit.
With a bag of food. I am a superhero.
Although Phoenix had always displayed a certain degree of bravado, his trademark altruism seemed to have been replaced with resentment and misanthropy.
I put people away. I'm a superhero. I'm the only real one. It's not a joke. It's not a game. We're not talking about the kind of superhero. I'm a real fucking superhero.
Phoenix Jones was retiring with a questionable reputation, but his fans seemed content to remember him for the self-sacrifice of his early years, reassuring him that when he's ready to return, they'll be there to support him. But in January of 2020, shocking news broke that would forever change the public's perception of Phoenix Jones.
Here we go, we're getting into it.
Phoenix Jones, you're a fucking asshole is what you are. You're not a fucking hero, you're a fucking fraud.
Here it comes, here it comes.
Okay, then maybe you should. Are you going to behave yourself? Tell me you're going to behave yourself. Say, I'm going to behave myself. Are you going to behave yourself?
That's what I do.
Good. So are you going to behave yourself?
Yes, I will.
Say you're going to behave yourself.
I'll behave myself.
Thank you. Have a good day.
During the months following Phoenix's retirement, his social media remained active and would even occasionally feature something resembling a video log. Jones seemed reluctant to give up the superhero persona despite no longer donning the costume for regular patrols. But toward the end of the year came a sudden absence. The videos, the tweets, it all abruptly stopped. Not known for shunning the limelight, Phoenix's drop in activity was unusual. But fans wouldn't know why until 2 months later, when news broke of Phoenix Jones's
Yup, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. This is the part I was talking about, like the ending. Oh my fucking god. What? Yes. Phoenix Jones is a drug dealer. That was the ending I didn't want people to see up until I got to it. Yeah. There you go. The very thing that this man tried to stop, he was doing himself. What? Are you serious? Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Oh my fucking god.
latest and most unexpected arrest. As articles from the Seattle Times, Newsweek, and many other sources report, in November of 2019, 2 confidential witnesses approached the Seattle Police Narcotics Division. Phoenix Jones, they claimed, was a drug dealer and had been for some time. Following the tip, a narcotics detective operating under the alias Mike began texting Phoenix with the intent of purchasing $500 worth of MDMA from the former hero. Jones requested $300 be transferred up front to his Venmo account. Days later, Phoenix arrived at the 3rd Avenue Starbucks to meet Mike.
Dumbass motherfucker! Oh! You make yourself to be the hero, but you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Oof. Oh.
The whole interaction took less than a minute as Phoenix exchanged a brown paper bag for the remaining $200 in cash.
What's in there? Is there a cigarette in there? Is that what's buffing it?
Lab testing confirmed the substance in the bag to be what was advertised. The officer arranged a second meeting with Jones, but had trouble following through. Jones would postpone or fail to appear at meeting locations even after accepting an additional $500 via Venmo transfer. A second persona was created, this time a female. Laura was more conversational and appeared impressed when Jones asked her to Google him, revealing that the individual she had agreed to purchase cocaine from was in fact a real-life superhero. After a few days of building rapport, a second meeting was scheduled.
Oh, no.
And at 11 p.m. on January 9th in the Silver Cloud Hotel, Phoenix Jones was arrested for possession of 4 grams of cocaine packaged with the intent to sell, along with various paraphernalia.
Hey, wait, what are y'all doing? No, I'm trying to catch him.
Phoenix Jones, shit! What did I do?
Posters on the R Seattle subreddit claimed to have known about Jones's involvement in such activities for years. Anyone who knew Ben knew about his side hustle, one poster wrote. He's been dealing for years and everyone knew it, wrote another. Many scoffed at the relatively small amounts of narcotics Jones was arrested for dealing.
Oh my fucking lord. Yeah. Oh my god.
Some pointed out that there were more harmful drugs than MDMA being sold on the streets of
Heroin
Seattle.
and
One poster claimed Jones carried other illicit substances, writing, he once accidentally gave roofies to a friend, telling her it was Molly, which means he keeps it in his inventory. In a podcast titled Super Yourself, Dark Guardian host and longtime critic of Jones interviewed former Rain City superhero Midnight Jack, who appeared saddened yet unsurprised by the news.
I've known Ben for years. Like, we're talking almost 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, I've been shot at with Ben. I've been in shit. I've been in street fights. I've watched people die next to Ben. Like, I've seen a lot of stuff go down with him. So the fact that this is who he is now is extremely discouraging to me. And if you're a superhero in the Seattle area, it's over for you now. It's done.
As Jones's video logs and interviews attest, exposing drug dealers had been a prominent part of his crime-fighting efforts. Where had the impulse to enforce these ideals been coming from? Midnight Jack gave his interpretation.
How do you think he ended up this way? I think that he thought that this was going to work out. He was going to get really famous over this superhero thing. I think that was always the plan. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that he ever intended to not do his job, because I remember him being dead focused on his job, dead serious on it. After the Nicole Westbrook shooting, he started to get more distant and darker. Like, maybe that set off something in him.
Midnight Jack corroborated the claims that such activities had been going on for years, with the hero so unabashed he'd been seen dealing while wearing a Phoenix Jones t-shirt.
You dumbass motherfucker! What were you thinking? Oh man, what an idiot!
Some found the irony humorous, but many of Jones's fans expressed anger and disappointment at the hypocrisy.
This is a hard one to talk about. Make my mouth dry.
Yeah, it's real sad. Real sad to see someone who kind of like stood up for justice and was a symbol. I mean, I feel like I'm talking about Batman right now, but he was.
Even Jones's arch-enemies seemed conflicted in their victory. Phoenix's booking records were posted to Reddit. Jones had been charged with violating the Uniform Controlled Substance Act, denied bail, but given a conditional release. His initial hearing was scheduled for February 3rd. According to the King County records, Jones was found in contempt, spent 11 hours in jail, and released on a $1,000 bail. As of now, information available to the public regarding his case ends here, but the blow to Phoenix's reputation appears critical, as it's uncertain whether any future heroics would be taken seriously by his remaining audience. It seems, at least for now, that the story of Phoenix Jones has come to its unexpected conclusion.
Damn. Oh, man.
Cops sometimes they arrest the wrong person, right? I've never arrested the wrong person because I see the crime take place. I watch you hurt somebody. I watch you steal this. I watch you do these things. So it's not, to me, it's more exact justice.
Phoenix Jones has always been a divisive figure. Where his supporters saw bravery, his critics saw misguided recklessness. What many saw as a desire to inspire, others saw as a need for attention. And while...
Well, you can't deny that that's what he was doing. As I said, with the fucking GoPro, what do you think he was doing it for? Like... Jesus Christ.
His methods and motives are dubious. The influence of Phoenix Jones on the superhero community, despite his repeated attempts to distance himself from it, is difficult to overstate. With more costume heroes on the street now more than ever, many cite Jones as their direct inspiration. The practice has become so widespread that a training camp named the Superhero Foundry has opened in Las Vegas. Although according to their training footage, they seem to overemphasize the practicality of knife and tomahawk throwing during patrols. Some have claimed that with the fall of Phoenix Jones, the Seattle branch of the superhero movement is over. According to Midnight Jack, while he and the remaining members still perform acts of community service, their nights of wearing masks and bulletproof costumes are finished.
It's over. It's done. If you still want to go out and help your community, you can still do that, but you're not going to be able to do it in a costume. Walk around, oh, what am I? I'm a superhero. Oh, you like Phoenix Jones? You here to sell drugs?
If this is the case, they will be missed. But with a nightly presence on the streets of Seattle spanning a decade, and actions reportedly leading to over 100 arrests.
That's arrest 187, provable 187 for me.
The Rain City superheroes have shown us what an approximation of comic book vigilantes look like, however skewed they may appear in the real world.
Did you hit her in the face, bro?
No, I didn't do nothing, bro.
And it's unlikely the citizens, police, newscasters, and criminals of Washington state will soon forget the sight of black and gold rubber, the hiss of walkie-talkies, and the smell of pepper spray, which marks one of the strangest examples of life imitation.
Here we go again with that. Like, they're censoring her face. But, like, the last time we saw her, her face wasn't censored. So... what was the fucking point of this in this documentary? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you were so fucking lazy that you couldn't edit out her face throughout the entirety of it. It doesn't take that fucking long.
Art.
I got armor. I went out, I got gear. I got a legal team. Studied the law for 6 months.
And got drugs. And sold them to people. You forgot that little fucking mishap.
I treated this like I was going to war.
And forever solidifies the decade Seattle was patrolled by Phoenix Jones and the Rain City superheroes.
If someone swings, everyone's getting pepper sprayed. Think about it before you do it. If y'all swing, someone's getting sprayed. It's better to just walk it off. You gotta call them.
But what happens if they cite mutual combat? You have no right to pepper spray them then. Just like you fought that one fucking dude. So... I will say it. Let me go check my Discord and see if there's anything here. Yeah, you know what, Ben? We'll let you in. We'll do I'll add you to like a group here. So yeah, we'll do that here. So here we go. Hey, how's it going, dude? Ben has taken over the chat. Well,
Give me a minute to
Hey, how's
adjust.
it going, dude?
All right, just give me one moment. Let
Ben
me
has
adjust
taken
my mic.
over the chat role.
Give me a minute to
Hey, how's
adjust.
it going, dude?
All right, just give me.
Yeah, I was gonna say mute the stream, dude. Damn. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is the last part, like how you say it. So we're done with this documentary, like how you say it. I can like go over to Discord now. Like it is just like Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right. Hello.
Hello, I'm here. So oh shit. I gotta get my
Hello.
settings. My settings are fucked up. God fucking
Is my
damn
mic
it.
okay?
Yeah, you're. Oh shit, where is it?
My
settings are fucked up. God fucking damn it.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now, dude?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
But-
say, mute the stream, dude. Like I can still hear it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I should not take over the chat. Sorry about that. But what the fuck did I just fucking watch?
the stream, like how you say it, that documentary I watched was The Fall of Phoenix Jones. Yeah. So what
Okay,
did you
here's-
think of it?
Okay, here's the thing. I understand if you want to be a vigilante, but fucking looking like a fucking comic book hero wannabe motherfucker. Oh my fucking god, dude! Stop. That's first of all, that's fucking creepy as fuck. Seek a therapist for that shit. Second of all, you said that you don't agree with sending, people giving out sandwiches is a dumb thing, but yet you do the fucking same thing.
Yeah,
That's fucking hypocritical.
Yeah, but here comes the best part to that one.
And he sells drugs.
Yeah,
That's-
he's a drug dealer.
That is fucking not good, and no wonder why the superhero organization shut down because of that shit. Because I'm sorry, that don't look good, fam. That doesn't look good, fam.
Yeah,
Don't
like
look good.
like I was like sitting there, but yeah, I can stop streaming now because it's all said and done. Like I've gotten everything I needed to go out there, and I hope everyone enjoyed. That was fun. The look at the Fall of Phoenix Jones. Damn, that was